We're live. There we are. Hi, everyone.
Are you sure? Sometimes, sometimes it's a false reading.
No, it's real. I was like, is it live? Is it not? It is.
Yeah, half the time I don't even know if it says live.
It says live, but I'm not sure.
But you really never know.
Okay, everyone, welcome to Spilling the Disney Tea. Our tea today is going to be spilt with Ryan from the Shep Family. He's going to give a little introduction of himself, and you can get his link down in the description down below. My moderators, if you want to copy that and place it into the chat so everyone can access it more easily, that would be fantastic. Once Ryan's done, everyone's already familiar with Lena, but we'll let Lena do the same thing.
No, you're good.
All right, take it away, Ryan.
Hi, I'm Shep.
Hi, Shep. Welcome.
No,
Hi, Shep. I didn't realize this was that kind of meeting. I didn't realize I was that bad. Come on, guys.
No, I'm Shep from the Shep Family, and I also part of the D&T guys, and we stream every Wednesday at 9:00, and I stream Saturday nights rather, at roughly 9:30. It can vary. I'm not too my time is all over the place just because it's whenever the kids stop doing whatever the kids do, and I can free up some time. And then recently I got hooked onto Call of Duty, and now I stream on Twitch on Friday nights at like 10:30.
Al from your pal Al does Twitch too. For anyone in the chat that doesn't know what D&T is, it is this and that, and I believe you guys have your own channel now, don't you?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
If any of my mods can find their channel and link that in the chat, that would be fantabulous. And yes, I did just say fantabulous.
I love made up words. I'm a huge fan of made up words.
Am I going to sing? Well, there's a chance. I have things prepared. We'll have to see what happens.
You can definitely sing if you want. This is definitely open forum, and sometimes it becomes Spilling the Disney Tea after dark.
Often,
yes.
Just no zip slips.
Well, Zip, I had asked him to come on just to have some fun, and he said he's spending time with the family tonight. So
yeah.
All right,
we gotta make the time because we're on way too much at night. Like we'll get on Call of Duty. It's a horrible thing. Call of Duty. It's the best and worst thing I've ever done in my life. We'll start playing at like 10:30, and then we'll play till like, I don't know, 2, 3. It's bad. Although Zip doesn't play, so he doesn't have an excuse.
I feel like everyone drinks way more than I do, and I still feel like I don't ever spend time with my family.
I didn't know what it was going to do.
Is he going to count? And it's got a Dracula, not Dracula, but Count Dracula on there.
One. That was good. If you missed that, that was fun. We had a good time on Thursday or Wednesday. We did a Halloween stream finally because we never did it. On Halloween last year we did Christmas.
Oh, nice.
And we never ended up doing a Halloween stream, so we ended up doing a Halloween stream. So it was pretty fun. So it was a good time.
And yesterday was exactly 6 months till Christmas.
Ryan, what's up, brother?
So, Ryan McDowell. Hey, Lena.
Yo.
What do you have going on?
Other than fighting with my computer at the moment, I am working on Vlogtober videos. I'm about 90% done with my videos for Vlogtober.
Like October?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my.
That's some motivation.
Well,
Wow.
Well,
I just finished my May video.
You're ahead of me, Shep.
I'm late.
You're ahead of me.
Well, I want to get them done so that I don't have to worry about them. Like, I will say that probably 5 of them in a row are mixed drinks from the theme parks, and I did them all in one day.
Nice.
And so I slept really, really well that night.
Did you wake up with a headache?
Because I think I consumed probably 10 ounces of alcohol that day.
Mm.
So,
10 ounces?
Yes. I slept really well.
That's not enough. That's not a lot.
Hey, for me it is.
That's like one glass for me.
I don't drink that. I don't
I was just kidding. That's not accurate.
Hey, hard liquor, wine, or beer?
It was hard liquor. It was tequila and rum and yeah. The funnier part is that I was making another one just a little bit ago, so I still have my rum and stuff sitting beside my computer.
Why is the rum always gone? I don't know.
Because I drank it. Because Lena got a hold of it.
I've had a few nights like that. That's why I have 6 kids, I think.
That's why I have 4. Although I cheated with one because one of them came with 2. I'm way behind. I'm way behind.
See, I figured we'd be on E, F, and G by now, Shep. You know.
Oh my God, no. No way.
There's one of my beautiful offspring.
What's up?
Hello. I got back from the hair salon like 3 minutes ago.
Looks good.
You're blonde.
Again, thank you. Thank you. I'm so happy.
I've been there. I was there for 7 hours.
Oh
7.
my.
Like
7
I've had
hours.
a 4-hour one before, but never 7. Shep has the same problem. He's there for like 8.
I don't even want to talk about my experiences there. It's every single time. It's like 4 or 5 hours. They never know what to do with it.
But see, Shep also gets his mani and pedi done at the same time, so you can't really.
Well, I mean, while they're shampooing, I got to have my nails done.
Exactly.
Right? I think that makes sense, right? Is that actually what happens?
I've never had shampooing and nails done at the same time. I used to go to this place called the Rain Tree, and they do like a spa. You get like a soap, and then they do full body massage. Then they do a facial. Then they send you over to get your hair or your nails and fingers and toes done, and then they do your hair. And by that, it's like a full day, and I'm just like, please finish my hair. Get over it.
I just cut my own hair. Just so much easier. And that way, when I screw up with all the angles or like the lines, it's my fault. So
I cut the kids.
That's impressive, honestly.
The kids' hair and Robbie's hair and his dad's hair during the whole quarantine stuff. I've cut their hair, and it looks pretty decent for someone that doesn't cut hair. It looks actually pretty good for somebody that doesn't cut hair.
Yeah, I did it. I did it in college. I used to cut all my buddies' hairs in college, and then I just kept doing my own. But it's hard. I can't see the back, so I just do whatever, and then I'll have Jenny just take a look at it, and she'll be like, "Yeah, it's straight." And then I'll look at it later on, and it's like a wicked zigzag, but whatever. It's all right.
Ian, I think he's there.
I made it to the top row.
Technical difficulties tonight.
Oh my!
Magic! It's like magic squares.
Yes, exactly.
That means I lose.
You do better than Mama Mouse.
Actually, that's a funny story because that same day I cut my hair, that Kelley cut hair. It was like I don't know, a month and a half ago. It was on Saturday. We both cut our hair the same day. We didn't obviously plan it, which kind of would be weird if we did, but I hacked my hair up pretty bad. And Kelley, well, Mama Mouse sort of hacked up Kelley's hair a little bit. And we looked alike for a little bit. All right, my hairline, I do shorter here and then longer here, but it was like way up here. Like usually I try to fade it, but I just went straight all the way up to here, and Kelley had the same thing, so it was kind of funny.
Taylor, I think your sound is weird.
Yeah.
Like
I haven't been talking.
No, not you're talking. There's like a. Do you have your fan on?
The air conditioning.
Oh.
I
Is
can
anybody
just
else
mute
hearing
myself.
it, or is it just me?
No,
Yeah.
yeah, we
hear
heard it too. I was muting first and to try to see where it was coming from.
Was it like this? It's like ASMR. Like we're doing an ASMR session here. The scratchy fingernails
I
on
will
the mic.
just mute myself, or I'll
No,
go
no.
get you.
Now I don't hear it. It sounds good now.
A
Oh
little
yeah, it was the air conditioning.
When I get on, my boss likes to talk a lot. I mean, a lot. And he likes to video chat. And when I get on video chat with him, when I'm kind of getting over talking to him, I'll sit there and do my nails on my computer. And he's like, "What is that? I got to get off. That's driving me nuts." I'm like, "Score."
Works every time.
Hopefully he doesn't watch my YouTube channel.
The Philly crew, what's up?
Excuse me. Okay, so did you have anything else that you needed to say, Shep, before we get into the news?
I mean, I could talk for like days.
It's up to you.
But
We're
no,
all
I'm just- let's start from the very beginning when I was just a wee little baby. I at one point in my life I slept.
You sleep.
That's a new word. I just invented it. Slept. I slept
I'm
in
a
a
fan
crib
of good word.
as a wee lad.
So the big news that I saw today was that Florida reached almost 9,000 new cases of, we call it the virus because we can't say those nasty words or we'll get banned. And that, what was it, the day before yesterday, that Disneyland has decided to postpone the reopening, which I think is a good move. I'm concerned that because of the new cases and just astronomically going up, and I know it's probably just from tests and things like that, that Florida may end up reclosing, but I don't really know. Anybody?
As Taylor was here last week. We went to Universal. We went to Daytona Beach. We did lots of things. People are not being safe. It's part of the reopening everything is that you have to follow the guidelines. You have to wear a mask. You have to social distance. You need to wash your hands, people. But people aren't doing that. So our cases are going up. So they open things. Just today, it was announced that no longer can serve alcohol at bars.
Yeah.
So because that seemed to be a lot of cases of that happening. But, just please, just be safe. And then we can reopen everything. And everybody's just got to be safe. So please.
And you can buy your favorite Disney character mask and just wear that.
Exactly.
And then you can pretend you are that person or that character.
Yes, we did
that.
I'm a bully a couple people. The Winnie the Poohs and stuff look horrible in person. They ain't it. They're not it. The ones with just the smile. Oh no.
We did see people wearing those, especially at Disney Springs. They're weird. I have to say, as a cast member myself, don't buy the ones that have the Pooh face. They're so weird. They look weird. They're a little disconcerting as you're passing people, and they have this. It's weird. But I like the printed ones. But the smile ones are creepy, and it's
I'll say, let's not say weird. Let's say creepy. That's what they are. They're creepy.
They
are creepy.
When I
It's
saw
like Halloween
weird.
every day at Disney Springs.
It is. You're like, whoa, was that a
Where are
clown?
the trick or treat buckets then?
I want my candy.
when
But
I saw them, I was
getting
like,
cheated.
"Yeah, I can't have those." I have a couple of ones from Vera Bradley, and then I have some small shop ones I ordered. And the weird thing is like, I ordered a Jack Skellington one because I was like, "Oh yeah, I like this one." I like the floral printed ones better. And I'm like, when did I turn into a grandma? Because I'm not that into that.
You know, I actually have a friend who's a guy who asked me if I had any old lady grandma couch looking fabric. And I was like, what? So I showed him it and he was like, okay, I need you to make me a mask. And I was like, okay.
They look better for whatever reason.
I do like the print. I like prints better, but whatever. Just the smile ones are a little strange. But people, please, we want to open Disney World, right? So just follow the rules, please.
Oh my goodness. As long as they don't open up with the same hand sanitizer as Universal, then we'll be Gucci.
Are those the ones at Universal? They're like real watery, right?
No, it's super thick and like looby, and it does not leave your hands, and it's just super sticky, and it stays, and it's horrible.
It's a bit like it feels like glue. Now the one at Disney Spring is very kind of loose, and I inadvertently, because we had just been to Universal, then we went to Disney Springs, and I would get it and then kind of fling my hand to walk away, and I did hit a couple cast members with my flinging of hand sanitizer. So sorry. I apologize. But we did feel really safe at Disney Springs.
That's
and Universal,
because you can move it around.
Yeah,
you know, the gooey stuff. It's like it just stays in one spot, and you're just like,
it's thick and
you feel kind of sticky for quite a while.
Yeah,
you don't know what to do. You're just like walking around like this.
with the smile mask.
Yeah, like
that is creepy.
Poo face.
That looks like what they're going to do for Halloween Horror Nights. They're going to make everybody stick their hands in it and walk around with Winnie the Pooh masks.
It's frightening. I'll take Michael Myers. Just don't give me the Winnie Pooh mask.
Kelley, if you want to see Michael Myers, watch my Mickey's Not So Scary at Home. You'll find it funny.
I will.
Candy Mom says that Shep needs to make the perfect recipe of sanitizer.
I have it. I have the perfect recipe. It's pure alcohol.
Yeah.
And all you do,
out, though.
Yeah, or like you want grain. You want grain, which is like 190% out. Like they call it like 90 proof. It's like 190% alcohol. You guys have it in Tennessee, grain alcohol. You know what I'm talking about. So you just take the grain alcohol and you just drink it straight. And you drink so much of it that it just comes out of your pores. And then you're good to go. You can walk around without a mask.
You are.
You can walk around free. You just chug grain alcohol wherever you go.
The moonshine that we have here.
I gotta put a little thing underneath saying, "Warning: Don't actually try this.
Do it."
Do not listen to what I say here.
The moonshine that we have here. Every time I drink any moonshine at all, it makes me so ill.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on the moonshine. I originally from Southern Indiana. I do enjoy a bit of moonshine. So I had some strawberry moonshine at Chef Homecoming.
There you go.
Homecoming. It was so good. It was
Dale, what's up, buddy?
Good.
Hey, Dale.
Ladies and Travels did ask Taylor about flying. And
they were not okay. They have this whole thing on their page that they're social distancing and it'll be safe. And no, they've got you crammed next to everybody. And then like if you can put in a preference online, like hey, I'd like to sit next to my party, which my party was 3 people. No, they did not. They had everybody scattered around. Wow. And no hand sanitizer. They were not enforcing the masks being on all the way. Their definition of being safe because of, was handing you a bag with, like a granola thing and a water bottle.
Well, did you drink the water bottle? Did you drink the water?
No, I did not.
It was grain. It was moonshine. So they already thought of it. It was straight. If you had taken the straight moonshine, everyone on the plane would have been safe because you had just been sweating out pure grain alcohol.
And Kat asked what airline, and it was American Airlines. You would think American Airlines would be like uber safe because it's not cheap. So
No.
I read on Google that they are no longer going to be cutting out the middle seat for social distancing on American Airlines.
Yeah, no, they did not. They just have you packed next to two gross people, and it was not enjoyable. No.
Yep.
My person's all like in my space.
Let me see here. Let me see here. Where are the arrows?
We're assigning seats. Let's put her next to two gross people. So bad.
You know, Taylor, then that's when you need one of those water bottles like you have with cats when you're training them to stay off the furniture. And you spray. You got too close. Spray them. Spray them. Spray them.
Spray them with the grain alcohol.
That's right. There you go. We'll have
I'm telling you, I tried it.
Play.
I tried it, and it worked. It worked great.
Oh my goodness! But what's so crazy is her brother flew out like a week before, and they were social distancing. They had the mask on. I guess they decided, oh, this whole thing is over. Cram you in like cattle again, and there you go. So just saying, American Airlines, you can do better.
Well, that's what we fly for work all the time. Well, I say all the time. I've been on a work trip once, but they use American Airlines for everything. Unless you're a senior VP and you say, I don't want to fly American.
I love American. Normally that's all we fly. It's the only one that offers like a nonstop to Phoenix. And we love them, and they have that go-go that you can watch like movies, and I love American.
I'm a little disappointed you guys are dissing my airlines.
I gotta say, I think this whole being able to change your name thing is going to get really disastrous on Wednesday night. Just throwing that out there.
This is the best thing ever.
I love it. I need to figure this out.
Click on your name. Down at the bottom where you see yourself, if you double click on your name, it will bring up a spot for you to change it.
Yep.
Nice. I say we play with that a little bit. But yes.
And for the record, it was moonshine in those little bottles because I would know, being the CEO.
I knew I liked you a lot.
Just inebriate everybody.
Hey, you know what? If it
works.
Yeah. Here's your goodie bag, and here's your. What's in this thing? Look! Ooh, this might just go way better.
Just don't eat the pretzels if you're allergic to gluten.
Yeah, you can have the grain alcohol, just not the pretzels.
Yes,
actually,
that's what I love about Delta. They have it's like a Gardetto's thing with little Doritos and things in it, but they're gluten free.
I liked the first flight I was on because it was like a dairy-free, gluten-free, bunch of stuff-free thing, and I have allergies, and I liked it. My sister said it was awful, so I ate hers. But on the second one, they had pretzels and the Biscoffs, which I like the Biscoffs, but I'm not a pretzels person.
It's all about the snacks, really.
Yeah.
What about the popcorners? Are those gluten-free?
On the airlines popcorn? I didn't know that they had it.
They're called popcorners. They're like little squares.
Oh,
but
I don't know.
They're kind of like a like Simply Pop. Have you seen those? It's like it's probably not gluten free, but it's like super low sugar, and it's got like 4 ingredients. 4 ingredients I can count.
If it's low sugar, it probably is gluten free because because bread or like anything with flour has a lot of, oddly enough, sugar in it.
I love sugar.
Oh,
I love sugar.
It's my enemy. I love it so much,
especially when it's mixed with chocolate. Like, give me some more. Thank you.
I agree.
I haven't really had very much sugar in 2 years, except for when we went to Disney.
I'm so sorry for you, but I'll take your share.
It doesn't matter.
You don't miss it, and you don't like it when you eat it.
That's true, because it gives you a stomach ache when you do eat it. Yeah.
It
Unless-
gives me happiness.
So you haven't had a Mai Tai?
Mm-mm.
What's a Mai Tai?
It's an alcoholic drink.
I can drink two. I can drink some moonshines, not all of them, and I can drink straight vodka. I usually do vodka or a whiskey and Diet Coke, and I can drink that. So very guyish drinks, not any frou-frou girly drinks.
No, this isn't a frou-frou girly drink. This is an amazing drink for everybody that all can enjoy. It's full of yumminess and sugar.
Yeah.
Clearly, lots of sugar. But it's good. It's really, really. I'm the CEO of Mai Tai, so I would know.
You would know
that they're
What's
good.
in it?
Yeah, I would know what's in it, and I'm going to promote it. So everyone go buy my Mai Tai.
I
There
have
you go.
created a keto-friendly, because keto is what I do, a keto-friendly martini before, and I think I've got the recipe on my channel somewhere. So that's good.
Interesting.
I mean, it's vodka anyway. I can have vodka.
No.
Vodka is always
Woo.
a good idea.
Yeah.
Vodka is always a good idea.
It is.
Until you have so much of it that you don't remember the night before.
And like you're really thirsty at the end of the night after, and you just reach for a bottle because it's clear, and then you start drinking it, and then you're like, "This isn't water. This is not water. This was a bad idea."
I have a story similar to that.
Oh,
I was at a work event. Like we have people that take us out to dinner, like our clients, and we have one that always takes us to happy hour. And I ordered a water, and he ordered the vodka and water, and they got our drinks switched. And I'm sitting here drinking. I was like, "This does not taste like water," and I'm still drinking it. He's like, "Who gave me water?" And I was like, "I have yours."
Why am I so drunk right now off water? So weird.
Yeah, that reminds me of when Sam was on active duty. We had a pretty and pink and camo party while the guys were away, and we were all at one of the girls' house. And her husband thought it would be funny because we're all passed out on the floor, and her husband thought it would be funny to come in and shoot off an air horn.
Oh my
He
god.
didn't think it was funny when she was chasing him halfway down the block, screaming at him.
Oh,
Wait,
crazy.
Oh, good question. Of course, you're the
He's
Mai
the
Tai
CEO.
CEO.
Yeah.
CEO after all.
Yeah, ask them all. Our zombie camp trips are. I think I won it. I won that trip with mine. So
zombie.
yeah, we call it zombie camp. It's Dave has like a camp up in like upper Pennsylvania, up by Punxsy. So we go up there as our little retreat, and we went in January, and it was fun. I make a Mai Tai. I call it the Rye Tai.
The right time.
Yeah, and it's fairly delicious. Fairly delicious. Fairly delicious.
Sit. Good boy. Sorry.
Oh, I am sitting. I'm sitting. Sitting.
He's like
Sit.
he standing up with his butt up against me, so I pushed his butt down. I was like, "Sit." If anyone doesn't know, I have a Doberman, and he's crazy. I have a mirror like right on the other side of this computer, and he'll go over there and just stare at himself and then start barking at himself. I'm like, "Really? Why are you barking at yourself?" "Oh, does somebody want to see your ears?" Here, show them again.
Oh,
Wait, show them again. And what are they?
Ooh, pirates.
Pirates.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I
like
should turn
that.
off my light because they actually are glowing. Like
I can
Oh.
see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I didn't make these. Taylor didn't make these. I usually wear Taylor made ears, but my oldest son sent these to me, and I just opened them today. So,
Wow.
yo ho, it's a pirate's life for me.
Are they
Yo-ho.
official Disney merch?
They are not. So he
Oh,
bought
who
them on
made 'em?
Etsy.
Oh, wow.
I'll have to go look at the box.
Wow, that's like really good. Really good.
They are nice. I don't think we have any more news that I know of, we'll go ahead and start what today is we're doing Animal Kingdom, and we're starting literally at the entrance and kind of just working our way around to the left-hand side, because I'm left-handed and I like to go to the left. And what we like, dislike, what we would change, and how we would change it. And you can go as crazy as you want and say, I'd put flying monkeys in there. It doesn't matter.
There are flying monkeys.
Good point.
Flying monkeys.
So I guess I'll just go for first. The entrance, I don't know that they've changed it, but I feel like the bus stops are a little too far away from the entrance, and that's my only complaint about the entrance.
Yeah, too far.
I've never been to Animal Kingdom.
Lies.
That's accurate.
Are we playing a drinking game or something now? I have never.
I have never.
Yes.
Do I piggyback off that? What I don't like about the.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do what you don't like, what you do like, and what you would change, or what if you don't have anything for do like or change or whatever.
Just the entrance or the whole park?
We'll just start with the entrance, and then we'll go to the
okay,
tree and then
gotcha.
go to the left.
Okay. What I don't like about the entrance is that it's too far away from my house.
Just pick it up and move it, or move the house to right in front of it.
I think I need to move there. I think I gotta move. No, I don't know. Kind of like it all.
I'm with you. I do like. I dig the entrance. You know, the Animal Kingdom kind of sign as you walk through. It's pretty iconic. Great Instagram photo. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I think maybe move the bus terminal just a little. I mean, it's not that far away, but they could stick it right in front instead of off to the side.
Hollywood Studios.
Yeah, that's wicked far.
yeah, it's a trek for sure.
Yeah.
I love. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say, at Christmas time, I do love the huge tree as you go to approach the entrance. It's awesome, and it's super detailed. So I do dig that a lot.
Thank you, Linda.
I agree. I got to see that in January. That was awesome. That was cool.
I
agree with your comment.
Uphill immediately once you get in. It's like,
ow.
Wait, let me try this.
I'm giving everyone pushing me a serious exercise.
These will show up more. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here, let me make it big again.
Oh, I'm just showing. I turned off my light so you can kind of see it a little better.
I am Captain Jack Sparrow.
Right? Captain Jack Sparrow. Sorry, Captain I have ADD.
Jack Sparrow.
And I forgot to mention, I did receive some amazing ears that I've been wearing, and I love them from Life with Roxana. And I did do a live stream all unboxing them. So I love her ears too. So, okay, go ahead, Taylor.
I already went.
Oh, then it's me.
Oh, Lena.
I will agree that the bus stops are pretty far from the entrance. And I would like to see, because of how the entrance to me is really plain for Animal Kingdom, like compared to some of the other and so I think that they need to add some more photo spots in the front with more PhotoPass photographers.
That's a good idea. I
Yeah.
like the
Even if they were
green
screened. Even if they were green screened, that they could like change them based on like the time of year, it would still be something right there.
You know how in Disneyland on top of the sign they've got like all kinds of stuff up there? They don't do that at any of the parks, and I feel like that's one thing that they're missing, because it does give like a little extra oomph when you see like huge pumpkins in the shape of like Donald and all kinds of stuff. It's really cool, but they don't do that at any of the parks.
Disneyland is Disneyland, and they really do holidays more extravagantly than Disney World. But you know, they have those like Lion King figures and stuff. It would be kind of cool to put those up over the Animal Kingdom sign. So I get that. That's a great idea.
I I'm assuming it's correct because I've heard it from a million people. Disneyland has better food than Disney World.
Amen. Like about 1,000 times.
I love Disneyland. I went once last year, and I am like itching to go back. It's so good. Just the whole atmosphere seems different. Like it's like way more like quaint. Like you feel a lot smaller when you're there. Oh yeah, it looks dope.
Oh yeah.
It's more intimate. It's you feel like Disney World gives you a lot. Now you're stuck on Taylor.
There's like trees and stuff that make it look really like
yes, and it just feels right.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't feel commercial whatsoever. You never really feel like you're at a theme park.
Yep.
So, and the food, especially in park food, there's no comparison whatsoever. We spent a good probably 5 days looking for the Disneyland chimichangas at Disney.
Oh my God, that was fun.
Where is the chimmy cart?
Yeah,
Where is the one?
I had the corn dog. Corey had me try the corn dog. So good.
It's
so,
like,
and I don't like really eat. That's a lie. I eat a lot of fried food, but that was amazing.
I just realized as the host, I can change your old names.
You can too?
Yo, Brian.
Oh, man.
I changed Kelley's and I changed Taylor's.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Here we go.
I've been trying to avoid my inappropriate comments, but you never know. So, but yeah, so the food is just amazing. Those corn dogs, and you think, okay, a corn dog, you have like, how could that be amazing? It's like heaven in your mouth.
Oh,
it's
man.
like nothing you've ever had. I mean, you're literally while eating it thinking, okay, before I leave this trip, when am I getting another one?
Yeah.
You're plotting your next one.
And you're getting it from that little cart, like right when you walk in there. And it's like,
wagon.
Yeah, that thing is like.
The bread bowls are amazing.
The other thing was what else? We had I forgot what it was, like some kind of barbecue, the little backyard barbecue.
Bengal barbecue.
Yes. Yeah. That was so good. Their food's so good. And then they had the what is it? The mint julep, but it's not the mint julep, it's the fruity julep or something. The pink julep? No, purple julep.
Yeah, I got
so
a
good,
strawberry julep.
It was something like particular to that. You could only buy it at the barbecue place, and it was so good.
Mm.
Yes. We had it, Taylor. I forget what it's called, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
But they're very specialized. You know, each little area has definitely their own little traditional food. And then they do a lot more for festivals and like time of year and things like that. It's just a party in your mouth. It's heaven in your mouth. Disneyland. Amazing.
I just Googled julep options.
The honey fries are amazing.
I mean, and then, you know, there's the classic, like my favorite area of Disneyland is definitely New Orleans Square.
Yeah. Where you can get the beignets.
You can get the beignets, oh my gosh, at the Mint Julep. And then you can also get the Monte Cristo at either Cafe Orleans or the Blue Bayou. And it's just a thing.
What's the barbecue place called again?
Bengal Barbecue.
Bengal.
In all of my trips to Disney, I have never had a beignet.
Oh, the jungle julep. That's what it is. The jungle julep.
Jungle julep. Mm-hmm.
I had to Google it because then it was
very tropical, like.
Yeah, I wouldn't have slept tonight if I didn't.
I haven't had a beignet.
Like, what is it called?
I haven't had a beignet at Disney World yet, but I've heard they're different than the Disneyland version. So
yeah, because you can only get them in. I thought you can only get them like in Port Orleans. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I've never had them there either because I've actually only been to Port Orleans once.
Too?
What's that?
The churros are different too. I've never had a churro, but I'm assuming I've been told that they taste different.
I've only had the little tiny ones from Epcot.
Okay.
Which were good. Those were good too. But
okay.
I'm so hungry right now.
I know, right?
Same. I haven't eaten today.
So this is really bad for you right now talking about this because I'd be like I'd just start eating anything I could see.
Taking you guys with me to the kitchen.
I made my Green Chef food. There's a keto meal kit. Like, you can order those meals that you come in and you prepare them. Well, they have keto one from Green Chef, and I ordered them, and I made French onion chicken something today. It was so good. The whole meal was only 11 carbs.
Really? That's pretty good.
It's really low carbs, but it was delicious.
I had like all carbs today, I think.
So when you walk in, do you typically go to the left or to the right? I already said that I go left. I go left always because
I go left.
Left.
I'm the oddball. I'm team right. I go right.
And then I always go left, and then I always go right on the way back.
I do go right. Only in Animal Kingdom, though. Everywhere else, I go left.
Me too. But Animal Kingdom, I go right.
But right's Dino Land, though.
Pandora,
me. Well, I am a huge
hold on.
fan
Are you talking about
Dino Land?
Are you talking about that little oval though, or when you first get into the park?
Either, really, because
there's that little tree. Either way you go around that oval, it brings you to the main bridge. Right. I always go left there, and then I always come back right. So I always go the same way. I never go for some reason to the right side coming in, left side going. I always stay to the. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever gone to the right side, and it's just that little horseshoe thing.
The little thing, I do go left for some reason, but then once I'm at the tree, I usually go right, and I think it's the Flame Tree barbecue scent that's calling me.
Could be, yeah. And now, since we're there, yeah, oval. Thanks, Dave. Dave's. I was calling it a horseshoe. It's definitely not a horseshoe. That would make no sense at all, actually. So yes, thank you, oval. But when we get into that main area, I always go right. I do. I go right there after the bridge.
Team right. Yeah.
Yep. Unless I'm going to Tusker House for breakfast, then I go left.
Right.
The one and only time that I've been to Animal Kingdom was, well, I can't say that. The one time I've been in the last couple trips was on New Year's Day, and it was early magic hours, and they funneled everyone to the left.
Those are cute.
Everyone had to go to the left because they scanned your band, and then
I am an oval.
Your head's an oval.
Well,
I just noticed that I'm an oval.
Talk on Disney or Dino Land.
This is going to get interesting. This
Dino
whole
Land.
Change everybody's name thing. Oh, this is going to get real interesting. What are you guys doing tomorrow night? Y'all want to come on mine so I could change all yours?
I'll come. I don't think I have anything.
It would have to be Afterlife with Roxana because I'm a permanent guest on her show.
I'm just going to change. I'm going to change all of your names all night. Just continue to do it.
If you want to invite
me. I don't care.
Oh.
I am just going to be good. Roxana says Dino Land has to go. Let me just give my plea for Dino Land.
Right.
I dig Dino Land, no pun intended, but it's great for little it's great for little kids. And I've always had an army of children, and so I still have that kind of child mindset. And that place where they can just run and play, and that
has to stay.
That has to stay.
Yeah, the big playground type of thingy.
Yeah.
That's got to stay.
It's so great. And then I sort of dig the kind of Route 66 kind of 50s vibe, especially at night. Dino Land it's great for little kids. They have the the like Dumbo like ride, but dinosaurs. It kind of encourages interaction with your family other than just let's eat, let's ride, let's get to the next fast. Yeah. It's kind of inviting to just kind of have fun with your family. They have that dance party. The stores are super cute and fun. And I'm telling you, one of the best ice cream places on property total hidden gem is Dynamite over there. That stuff is awesome. Hand scooped ice cream. They have this crazy concoction of freshly baked cookies dipped in chocolate, hand scooped ice cream in between, rolled in sprinkles. Amazing. And it's like $6 and it's as big as my head. Awesome. Love Dino Land. So fight me, anybody who wants to dog on.
Do you dig it?
I dig it. I do have to say that dinosaur ride is so garbage. It is the worst ride.
It's got to be Indiana Jones.
You are over here hyping up that ghetto sketch-looking dinosaur one, but you're the only good ride. You're like, you know what? It needs to go.
That dinosaur Jeep ride. It is such a knockoff of Jurassic. It's like a Jurassic Park, the movie I made in my backyard. It is so bad. And
supposedly that is the same exact track layout as Indy.
Oh yeah,
it is.
So,
but it's not Indiana Jones.
So they got to do it because
they got to do it.
When I did that for the first time, and if you guys haven't done Indy yet over in Disneyland, it is just mind blowing. You go in there and you're like, first of all, you're in Disneyland, which in itself is like a very small park for the most part. And it's in the middle of a city. And then you go on to some of these rides and you're like, where the heck is this? Like, how do they hide this gigantic ride? Because there's some spaces that you go through in Indy that are just so big and deep. You're just like, where is this building that they fit it all in? And that's the same with a lot of rides. There's a ton of rides that you feel like, how is it this big? Or how is it? It's like the Pirates is longer. It's like
way longer.
Yeah, significantly longer. And you're like, how do they do this? And where do they put it?
And Disneyland really cares about you not thinking you're at a theme park, but that you are actually
there.
So you don't see the big building. You don't. You believe you're in the jungle with Indiana Jones or at Jungle Cruise. You don't. You definitely. It's all magical. But yes, I agree. It would be a quick, easy. Change it over to Indiana Jones. Let's do this.
Yeah, call it a day.
So since we went right,
it is.
I know Shep's probably got an Indiana Jones hat in the whip somewhere.
Close down Primeval Whirl, which I'm actually glad about because that one made me so sick.
I love that ride. Oh my goodness.
Did they officially, because generally they take it off during off seasons or low attendance.
Someone calling for me? This is official too. This is
nice.
Oh, nice.
That is official.
This is circa 1995. You got that hat.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Damn,
1995.
I don't
older.
Think you're age your mother, by the way.
I gave you life. Shush.
Shush you.
Oh my gosh.
She gave you life, shush, and give her free ears. That's your job in life now.
So my phone just creeped me out because I copied and pasted something on my computer. And when I went and copied and pasted something else on my phone, it copied and pasted what I had copied and pasted on my computer.
Surfer girl, what's up?
Mara in Memphis says Shep looks more like Crocodile Dundee than Harrison Ford.
I'll take it.
I kind of believe
that's not a knife. This is a knife. I don't have one around me though.
I feel like you could totally take down a croc. I believe it. I'm a believer.
This is my knife.
And the thing is that he actually can do the voice accent, which,
I'm all over it. I take voice acting lessons like every day.
Every day.
Every day. Yeah, it's hard. It's like 4 hours a day every day. So I got to push through. Got to do it.
He's got those headphones in while he's working at work, and all of a sudden his what does he say? What are you doing?
Like,
why is he talking like a British person?
It happens. It happens all the time.
But
Makes it interesting.
So yes, everyone should try the ice cream, and we should all start a petition to bring Indiana Jones to the sad ride. Hey, there she is.
Hi.
What's up?
I was like, Christy, let me in now. I have to counter Kelley.
Fight me, Christina.
I love that ride.
It's because why?
I just love. Okay, I really like the track of Indy and that ride, but I also just love the fake dinosaurs coming at you. It's hilarious. I mean, how can you not?
You're supposed to be scared, Christina.
Every time I ride it, I'm scared. I think they're real.
I think I was scared my first time that I went on it when I was like 10, but I know I have friends that will go on that now, and they never know when the dinosaurs kind of come at them, and they are freaked out, and it is hilarious to see that reaction because of that. I love that ride. I will hope it stays forever.
You know, Christina, forever. Come on.
Actually, there's one thing they could add in Dino Land, which would be kind of cool, is if they had a pen, and it was kind of like a gauntlet, and it was just dinosaurs roaming, and you had to run through it. You had to run through it, and they could have, not. Well, they attack you,
They should,
and you got to get through it.
I like that idea.
If you win at the end, you get an ice cream cone.
Yeah, or you lose, you're eaten.
I want.
It's a small price to pay for free ice cream.
It's not true.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I want Disney to acquire the rights to Land Before Time, and then they can add that to Dino Land.
That's a great idea.
Time so much.
You can have a Littlefoot ride. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I mean, it's a classic. It's very much in line with Disney anyway. They should just take over the rights.
I had no idea until I purchased all of the Land Before Time videos in a pack, and there's like 30 of them.
Yeah,
there's like the Land Before Time 59. Littlefoot gets a little bit bigger and is now littler but slightly bigger foot, and you're like, this is crazy. But there's always my kids love them. My kids love them.
And I'm sorry,
we missed a really funny comment.
If you don't try,
Walt, what's up, buddy?
Candy Mom said Shep gets like Indiana Jones and Steve gets characters like the Sugar Plum Fairy.
That's why I said not Fairy.
I mean,
he wanted me to read that. So
he does seem to enjoy the makeup and tutus. So
he can pull it off.
He can.
If anyone can pull off a Sugar Plum Fairy, it's Steve.
He works it. Works it.
That's a talent.
I love him.
Yeah, it's a talent you necessarily don't want to flaunt per se, but it's a great talent. I mean, the dude, he can pull it off.
His video of it was a giveaway or something where he dressed up as a ballerina cracked me up. I was at work laughing out loud and in tears.
It was good.
Who chose?
I've gotten him to go to McDonald's in that. At like midnight on my stream on a Saturday night, I've gotten him to get in the car and go to McDonald's and get like food in it.
That's awesome.
I have a question, actually. With Dino Land, they used to have McDonald's French fries, like a whole branding. Did they get rid of that?
They did in California Adventure, in Disneyland, in Epcot. They got rid of it. Yeah.
It was like a go-to for us in Disneyland, where they sell the like lobster rolls now, and out of that little cart. Used to be a McDonald's French fry station.
And back by Goofy's Sky School, they had McDonald's, and my parents used to take me to get a Happy Meal, and then because I'm allergic to everything, and that was one thing that didn't have dairy.
Well, that's good to know.
Are you thinking of ways to poison her?
It depends on what she says.
Not me. I'm just thinking of ways I can eat more Happy Meals. and if it sounds better that there's no dairy, it's just more Happy Meals, I guess.
Lena would like to see, or Lena, Live with Roxana would like to see Zootopia in Animal Kingdom.
That'd be a good one.
I think that's a great idea. Seriously.
Yeah, that'd be a great one, yeah.
I think
to bring that over.
I think a Black Panther land would be really cool.
Yep.
That we've talked about that before, and Black Panther would fit in so great.
Well, they announced something with Black Panther though, didn't they, for Disneyland?
Disneyland. We're
okay.
Yeah, but wouldn't that totally go against their whole contract with Universal?
Yeah, that's right.
Black Panther would.
I think Black Panther was after.
Yeah, it was after.
Oh, really?
Well, was he already part of Marvel?
He's part of the comics, but not part of the Marvel he's after all of that. Like Spider-Man's off limits.
Well, and that's on that side of the Mississippi. On the other side of the Mississippi, that towards California, it doesn't matter. It only pertains to that.
Yeah. They actually have Spider-Man meet and greets in California Adventure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
I'm just talking about
I've met Black Panther. Meow.
Yeah, the East Coast can do Gardens of the Galaxy, Black Panther. I think Captain Marvel too.
Yes, actually they have. They had Captain Marvel at California Adventure too.
I'm surprised that they have Captain Marvel at Universal at the Cafe 4 character diner.
I wonder if I wonder if Disney can do anything about that. I bet they could, since that's not part of the agreement.
So I don't know too. I wonder if there's like a time limit on that when it expires, so that Disney can take over all the rights. I don't know anything about it though.
Because we need Avengers, more Avengers at Disney World. Yes, we do. In particular, could you please get us Thor?
Yeah, I'm on my way down there right now.
Did anyone
be God of Thunder?
They asked me to be the character for that.
Identical.
I've been told.
With his 4 hours of, the language or whatever the heck it was, he's also taking 6 hours a day to work out.
I'll tell you, it's a 10-hour day. It's a full 10-hour day between, and I split it. I try to split it. I do 2 hours voice, a few hours working out, and then 2 more hours of voice. And then I also, at the very end of the day, I do 2 hours of hammer throwing. So I got to make sure that.
I was going to ask, where's the hammer? I want to see the proof.
Yeah. Oh,
he just can't show his hammer to everybody, Christina.
you pushed it too far there.
That's a March Cougar comment. Someone asked Kelley if she was a cougar.
I'm blushing. I'm blushing. I'm turning red.
My cutoff is if I'm only old enough to have ever been their babysitter, but not their mother. So up to me just being old enough to be their babysitter, fair game.
Taylor's just like,
poor Taylor. She's just like, forget it.
So just saying.
Oh, I hear a little baby.
Oh, it's Christina's kid.
Yep.
Are you getting baby fever again, Shep?
No. No, I am baby fevered out. I'm
baby fever.
I think I've been vaccinated. Hopefully soon. Hey, buddy. He's like, what the heck's going on over there?
You want to say goodbye? Okay.
All right, I gotta go hang out with the wifey for a bit before I go stream at 10:30.
All right, Shep, thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me. Happy Animal Kingdom Day.
Do you want to promote yourself real quick before you hop off, or do you need to go like right away?
No, I just Shep Family stream Saturday nights sometimes. Disney on Wednesdays with the Disney crew at 9:00, and I stream Call of Duty on Twitch.
I love that. I love that. Everybody's about Call of Duty right
which
now.
is my new passion in life is Call of Duty. So my goal is to become a pro.
Well, hey, you know, you're working that in with working out, language,
throwing hammers. It's a full schedule, but I'm gonna make it happen. More twins, please.
More twins.
You know, with my luck though, it would be triplets.
Oh my gosh. It'd be a lot.
I would skip right over everything and just be like, oh, here's 3. You know.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
100% that would happen. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it's been really fun. If you're serious about tomorrow, I am free.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll let you know.
All right.
Good deal.
Yeah, I'm free too.
Sounds good.
Have a good night, Seth.
He's like, what have I gotten myself into?
No.
I'm free
then
too.
I can just sit there and change your names all night.
Yes. I will try not to say anything inappropriate.
That's okay.
It's, you know, just Taylor's face is bright red right now.
Oh,
You know,
one more
I live
thing.
for it.
One more thing before I go.
Oh.
All right, guys.
I love it.
And on that note,
Have a good night.
thank you guys. Have a great night. We'll see you guys soon.
Nice.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
What I missed?
Oh, Kelley, I think that that outranks your butt plumper, the butt plumper conversation.
Oh no.
Sexy mother plumper.
Yeah. That overtakes that conversation. Not gonna
How
lie.
could I? You know,
Christina, if you want to
I couldn't
change
help
your name,
myself.
you're down in the little Q area. If you double click on where your name is, you can change it. There you go. Happy mom.
I was already on it.
So let's continue going on around. We were in Dino Land. What about the Finding Nemo experience right there up above Dino Land before you go into Asia? Is it Finding Nemo? It's Finding Nemo. It's like the little show.
Ain't nobody got time for a show.
I've seen it once. It was really cold in there. And
If it's a good show, you do have time.
yeah, it was okay.
It's not that great.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it. I don't care for shows. I like the PhilharMagic and Magic Kingdom, and that's about it.
Yeah.
You won't see me walking into shows willfully. If I'm walking into anything, I'm being dragged against my will. They are
Me
not
too.
enjoyable.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Candy
Oh,
Mom
goodness, if I have to
15.
watch Frozen again, I might have to kill myself.
Yes. Twice.
I'm not even kidding. I was watching this like 3 times a day.
You know, I mean, I get it. Like, I went and saw Lion King. I loved it. But maybe living here, I've decided to go see the shows every once in a while for the air conditioning. But I'm not. I would never take time from a trip. Ain't nobody got time for a parade, and ain't nobody got time for a show. That's just my opinion. Go on. And if you guys like them, go ahead. So I have more time to ride and eat.
Well,
It depends on if you're a show person, though, because there are some people that really like to watch shows, and especially in Disneyland, people will wait out for hours just to see a parade or to watch the Frozen show and whatnot. When I first go to a park, I actually do enjoy. I'm a show person. I'm a musical theater person, so I like a really good show if it's well done. I actually really missed the Tarzan show they used to have at Disney World. That was great. And the reason that I like that show is because it was very acrobatic heavy, and I love gymnastics. So anything that features gymnastics, that gets me, which is why I like the Lion King show. That being said, in the past 5 years, I've seen it maybe twice because of what you just said, Kelley, and that I have very short trips. I don't have that much time. So I'm going to prioritize going on rides or other attractions more than spending a half an hour, or whatever the time being is in a show. But that's because I've seen them all, though. I have made a point to see all the shows at least once, and Nemo is just not my favorite. I know Candy Mom said that her daughter liked that show. I like that they did come up with a brand new song. That was like the one original song they had in that show. But about that, other than that, it's just not that enticing to me.
I mean, we love musical theater too. And can Disney, if you're listening, please bring back gymnastic acrobatic Tarzan.
Wait, how hot is the Tarzan? And then that's it.
This is like Chippendale at Disney. So please.
I don't think he's hot. My mom thinks he's hot.
Bring back.
Kelley, you had me
him just standing there is enough. I think I single-handedly got Tarzan removed from Disneyland for inappropriate groping. So wow.
That's not what I meant at all. I was keeping it rated G.
Oh yeah, we're in.
That was rated G.
This thing is never rated G. Let's just be honest here. Between me and my mom, it's a no-go.
But what? Did anybody else? Did it get hot in here? Athletic gymnastic Tarzan?
You know,
Tarzan ain't it.
Woo.
I went to what's that restaurant? I forget. The Rapunzel and Ariel and Eric.
Oh yeah.
And what's it called? The meet and greet.
Bon Voyage.
Bon Voyage.
Yeah, I went to Bon Voyage, and Flynn Rider was flirting with my best friend the entire time. She was so uncomfortable because he was like totally coming on her and standing like a foot away from her ear, and he was like, "So what do you think about that?" And he's like trying to do like his smolder look and everything. It's just like, this is so inappropriate.
Can I just ask?
I have
exactly what is wrong with your friend?
She's married. She was married at the time, so she was kind of like, "What is this? This is so weird."
After that,
I'd be like, "Come closer."
Let's sing it.
Although Eric was
Kelley, you're more of a flirt. I will say that I was cracking up the entire time as I filmed the Flynn Rider interaction. And then she didn't want me to put it on my channel. She was like, "Oh, please don't show all that."
Did you include it?
I included like a snippet of it.
Oh, please put a link to that below.
If you ever want hit on in Epcot by the college kids, wear a Seahawks outfit at anything. They, especially the German kids and those German college boys.
Taylor's like, "Speak German to me."
Apparently Germans like the Seahawks, and they are adamant to tell you about it. They're like, "Hold up, let me talk to you."
We went the first time I took Taylor to Disney World. It was like record-breaking cold. It was literally freezing rain. It was like 30 degrees, so cold. And she had this Seahawks knit cap that was like her brother's, and she threw it on. Every college boy around was coming over. "Hey, like Seahawks?"
Yeah, I was like, I'm not kidding. I still have that. I was like, "Dylan, you're not getting your cat back." And
it's a dude magnet.
I'm catching some hot guys with this.
But anyway, what were we talking about? Shows, Christina. I agree. The worst thing was.
When I was actually in middle school, there was a foreign exchange student that had come over. His name was Manny, and he was from Switzerland.
All of the foreign exchange students are hot. They are very good looking. I've never seen an ugly foreign exchange student.
It's on the application,
I'm almost
Taylor.
Like, this guy is different.
I think you're right, Kelley. I think
you are right. I don't think I've ever seen an unattractive foreign exchange student that was there.
And so he had a part in the musical where he had to kiss one of the girls that he really liked, and he would kiss her and then forget his line. And it happened to be my friend Katie's sister, and Katie would walk around and go, "The only thing better from the only thing better than Swiss chocolate is Manny, and like say it right after he would kiss his sister, and he would turn like Kelley's hair red and walk off and hide in the boys' bathroom. It was so funny.
That is hilarious.
She's like, bring me that Swiss chocolate, Manny.
I love Taylor's name, by the way.
Thank you, Christy. But I mean, if we're offering, pass them over.
No, Christina, I agree. That like Lion King was amazing. I loved it. On a normal trip, it's not a lot of time unless it's hot. Air conditioning.
So, what are your thoughts on Asia? I actually like Everest, but my family does not. They don't like going back.
Your family does. Your family's crazy. That's the only good ride in Animal Kingdom. Like the best ride. I mean, Kali River Rapids is cool, and the safari.
She has young kids.
Right. It is not for young children that take them to Dino Land, but it's all fun and games on Everest on the way up. It's all fun. It's that going backwards and going down that literally it's no longer fun for me. But I throw up in my mouth every time.
Disney's rides are not like Universal's. The screen rides make me sick.
Yeah, I don't like them.
Yeah, like the 3D ones. I can't do 3D.
And they're all 3D. I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
Is the Cali River Rapids? That's in Asia too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That was fun.
Yeah, I wish I could go on that more. Every time we've gone recently, there's been like a huge line, or I think my daughter was too small, she couldn't get on it or something. But I actually really like Cali River Rapids. The one in Disney World's a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Everest, really I used to love, and then as I'm getting older in my getting closer to mid-30s, it has been a little bit of a tough challenge for me. Like I go there and then I get like vertigo just going backwards, and it takes a full like half an hour to an hour to recover. So
Taylor makes fun of me. See, somebody else. It's all fun going up, right? It's the going down. I feel kind of yucky after
the last couple of times I've been on it, it made me feel sick. And then it got to the point the last time I went, I had the opportunity to go. I actually told my family, my friends, like, you guys go without me. I think I'm good. I was like, I don't need that experience right now. And I love roller coasters, but just that experience of going backwards sometimes can throw you off.
Yeah, I get you on that. It is an awesome coaster. Just the way back. The way back is wah.
I don't really have a problem with any roller coasters unless I'm sitting in the back where it's like jerky a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I rode for the first time this past trip. I rode Rock and Roller Coaster, and I was towards
the first time.
For the first time.
Oh, I love that ride. Sorry.
And it was fine. Like I liked it a lot. And then the second time we rode it that week, we were in the very back, and I was like, oh no, I'm not riding in the back ever again. So
I love the back. It's so great.
I don't have a motion sickness issue or anything like that. It just hurts my head really bad because I'm just like.
Taylor's really short. She's only 4'11". So the way the thing hits, it's like
right
like everybody else's shoulders. It's like her right here. And so like I remember with the first time we rode it, she had earrings in, and it hit her head so much that the earrings poked through her skin and she was bleeding.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
So take your earrings out if you ride. So, but it's a fun thing. But I think I hope they retheme it.
Is River of Light? Is that also in Asia?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that I could do without. I'm actually a little disappointed with that show. Speaking of shows, I've seen it once, and I was not that impressed that I've never actually seen it again. We've gone to the park when it's been showing, and we just went on rides, including Dinosaur, during that time because we got right on.
I did go watch it once. Usually I don't. And it was nice. It was nice.
Nice,
but
underwhelming.
But would I do it again? Probably not. But
yeah. I agree. I kind of expected more. They did a lot of PR blitz leading up to it. They delayed it. And then all the shapes that they made in the sky, with the lights and everything, it wasn't that much more different than World of Color. And I was expecting it to be a lot more dazzling, given they had a lot more technology that went into it.
Well, you go to Disneyland as well, and people when I moved to Florida started telling me, "Oh, Rivers of Light is just like World of Color."
No.
No.
I've never seen either of them.
So I kept waiting for it to start.
That person doesn't like you.
Wait, when's it going to be like World of Color? Well, and that's probably my reason with Dinosaur too, is people were like, "Oh, you're going to love Dinosaur because it's just like Indiana Jones."
Yeah, I've never used that sentence in my life. I've never said it's just like Indiana Jones because I don't think that. They're their own separate thing. But I like both those rides. I love Indiana Jones here, and I love Dinosaur in Florida, but they're not the same ride.
They are not the same.
It's the same thing as when people told you that that Test Track was just like Cars. And those are two different rides also. They may use the same ride technology, but they have changed the ride.
And it's not like Cars. Where is Lightning McQueen? Where's Doc Hudson? There's the romantic scene through the mountains. Not seeing it.
You missed the original Test Track.
You said that. I'm going to have to watch a video.
Or the old one?
Mm-hmm. When we were watching ride videos before we went on our first trip, we saw the videos of the old Test Track, and that's what we were expecting. And we were like, what the heck is this? This is like not what we expected. And we were very disappointed.
Yeah. No, see, I love Test Track, the original. The new one is now kind of a skip for my family. My husband says the same thing. Like, we will go if we can get on the ride right away with the fast pass, no wait, whatever. But the new experience just isn't that worth it to us because the ride has no theming. It's just very thrown together. I wish they brought back the old version. I don't know why they changed it. It's stupid. I'm going to get blasted in the comments.
You're fine.
Test Track is hot garbage.
What do you guys think of Yak and Yeti? I went there for the first time.
Love it.
Past year. And
Love it.
Really
it's too expensive for what it is. I would rather have Panda or Asian takeout.
Not the quick service, Taylor. The actual dining in. Have you done the actual dining in?
Well,
we've only done the quick service.
Okay, I haven't done the quick service. I've only done the dine-in.
Yeah,
and I actually have done the dine-in twice because it's actually my favorite restaurant now to eat.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's okay. Can you hear my son?
Is the China Pavilion. Like, can you just give me some like Chinese takeout? This stuff ain't it.
Oh, in Epcot, yeah.
Yeah. I've only heard good things about Yak and Yeti, but I haven't been there yet.
I really liked it, and their alcoholic drinks are really good too. Like
I agree. They have good drinks. What's great about Animal Kingdom is that there aren't that many good food options that are affordable. And Yak and Yeti is actually pretty affordable, and they have great air conditioning. So on a really hot day when you're just like sweltering and you can't find shade in Animal Kingdom, it's nice to go in there and just chill. Like we have done that twice now, and we actually really like the food. And they have a lot of shareable plates. So if you don't want to spend a lot of money, you could just like get a shareable plate and share that. Like and it's good for a lot of portions. So yeah, I actually really did like Yak and Yeti, and I've been there twice now. And we tried different things each time, and they're both pretty good. I would not recommend the dim sum platter because I'm a big dim sum person, and their dim sum is kind of like fake dim sum. So if you don't mind mediocre dim sum, then sure, get it. But only half of that platter was worth it. But I'm also like coming from a foodie perspective, so I look at it.
You can trust Christina because she is a foodie.
I love my food.
Me too. So the Up experience, I have not experienced it.
I haven't done that either. I just don't know. Like, I have better things to do with my time.
I do love that they have the character meet and greet with Doug and Russell. That is really cute.
Right across from that is Margaritas to go.
To go.
That's good.
No, I do like margaritas.
You what?
I said I do like margaritas.
Yeah, theirs are really good. They have 3 different flavors, or you can get it mixed. It's really good. I drank mine, and then I also drank Robbie's. And then I think that gets us into Africa, where we've already talked about the Lion King. Really, the only other thing over there besides the treks is the safari.
You know, I really like the Africa area, just walking through. You know, they usually have those kind of street performers, which are really exciting. It's just really well themed, lots of great places to take pictures. I did enjoy the Lion King show over there. I haven't been to the restaurant, the character breakfast yet, or dining. I think it's all the meals. But everybody says it's fantastic. It always smells good over there. And, you know, the safari is always good. I love the Africa area.
Nothing smells better than the Flame Tree Barbecue, though. That smells so good.
Flame Tree Barbecue, what? I mean, that, honest to goodness, is so good. It's so good. And I like this the little area where you sit to eat. You know, it just looks awesome. And a couple of times I've actually eaten kind of late and caught rivers of light from there, just not intentionally, but it's a great place to see it and not have to be in the main like little seating area. Yeah. But it's so good over there.
Last time we ate there, they had some street performers. We were really close to where, or not Rapunzel, what the Pocahontas has her meet and greet. We're at one of the tables closest to that. And they had some street performers out there. It was so nice. I loved it because we sat there for like an hour and a half just listening to street performers and eating our food.
That's awesome. And I do one quick thing about Africa too is you can get the Dole Whip. Get a Dole Whip there, and they have one with rum. So
yeah,
I like the rum Dole Whip. I will say that.
Are you old enough to drink, Taylor?
She is 21.
I'll be 22 soon.
She just looks like 12 and sounds 7.
Oh my gosh. Every time I go to get alcohol, they're over there inspecting my ID, bringing out flashlights, all kinds of stuff. One lady went and put on her glasses. They're sticking it under a lamp. The one lady, I was with my mom in Disney.
That's a compliment.
Over the other lady.
That's a compliment.
I had to like it. And then she's like, you know, looking at it. She's like, you know, how old are you? When you were born? You know, giving Taylor the, you know, investigation.
I actually got that the last time I went, and I was like, oh, thank you. You're so
yes,
sweet.
I know.
Right? She's like, are you over 24? And I was like, excuse me, yes, I am.
I'd be like, I love you. Let's document this moment. But,
I know.
But if I was the bartender and Taylor came up, I would refuse to serve her. I don't care what ID you got, chipmunk voice. I am not giving it to you.
What's horrible though is Kennedy used my ID and she's got black hair and they took it, but they're over here inspecting me all the time. Like
Kennedy's 2 years younger, but she looks older because you know she's of normal height.
Well, I was gonna say if you're 4'10", is 4'10"? 4'11". It adds to it.
She's itty bitty with that voice. It's so funny.
Poor Taylor.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be looking good.
You'll be happy when you're, you know, older. And
is that comment younger. Directed toward me? Mom.
Oh yeah.
He was trying to tell me he had a diaper. He was like, "Come change me."
That's cute. How old is he?
He's 2.5 now. Yeah.
Cute.
Wait, for people who don't know who some of the channels are, should we say who we are? Because I think some people actually think that Christina was Gaston's girl.
Yeah.
I'm going to change it tomorrow.
Somebody did ask where Kelley was. So where's Kelley? Right there, right there.
The worst girl.
Worst girl.
So the safari, I actually really
Gonzo,
enjoy the
you know
safari
who I
in the
am.
mornings. But in the afternoons, there are no animals around.
Mm-mm.
The
There's not.
morning's the best time to go, or like one of the last safaris, because a lot of the nocturnal animals start getting up, but it's always a good time, except when it's hot.
Or just before a storm, like right before a storm, it's going to storm because then those giraffes are going crazy. I think we are. Oh, Tusker House. What are your thoughts on Tusker House? My thought. I've been once, and it was the last dinner that they were serving before they were closing. So it's like I felt like I got all the scraps. So I probably need to experience it again.
I've done the breakfast twice. I've done it with Sam on our very first trip in 2014, and then when I went on a solo morning to Animal Kingdom on New Year's Day, I went by myself. And the funnier part is they actually sat me at the same exact table as they had sat Sam and I in 2014. I was like, well, this is weird. But I really like the food. They do have, if you have like a gluten allergy, they do have a whole section that is just gluten-free that's like behind the buffet. And if you tell them, hey, I'd like waffles or toast or something, they'll actually just bring you a plate that has a couple muffins and a couple waffles and toast and stuff on it. And you just get a little bit of everything. And then they'll point out everything on the buffet that's like gluten-free and whatnot.
Yeah, they do that with a dairy allergy too.
Yeah, and when it came to like taking photos with the characters, either if there was a character handler with them, they offered to take one for me, or there was a really sweet family right next to my table who was always like, hey, we'll take your picture for you, we'll take your picture for you. So I had been kind of concerned of how that was going to work solo, and so it was really nice to know that like other people would jump up and take the photo for me.
Yeah, people are generally nice at character meals. I've gone solo or with my kids solo here in California as well, and people around you will generally be like, oh, do you want me to take the photo for you so that you can get the whole family in, which is nice.
Yeah.
What I would like to see happen at the character dining is they really should have a PhotoPass photographer go with the character, because it is kind of awkward to like ask somebody else who's eating to like, could you take my picture? I know Taylor and I, we kind of felt like that at Bon Voyage. We had this great interaction, but like there weren't any pictures of Taylor and I together.
That's
because
true.
we were taking each other's
there
pictures.
weren't any photos of me and my best friend together because I took hers and she took mine with Isabella.
Yeah, so I think
you can't tell me that I'm eating more than $50 worth. You guys can get a handler.
Yeah.
Here's what I think should happen. Because you can check in like a half an hour prior to your dining time. They could have the characters outside in front of different backdrops, like they do when you first go in for Hollywood and Dine, or like Ohana, and you just go from Mickey to Minnie to Donald. You just go from one to the next, like you used to do in Epcot in the character spot. Get your photos done and go eat, and you don't have to stop eating. You don't have to try to get the kids refocused back into their food for 30 seconds, before the next character comes through.
And it's kind of awkward photos because you've got other families eating in your photos.
Exactly. So I
like that idea.
It can be done.
Now, it's now Lamplight Lounge, but when it was Ariel's Grotto,
you just noticed? Yeah.
When it was Ariel's Grotto, there was princess dining there. And that's when you would like kind of check in with the hostess. Then they would bring you down and there was Cinderella and you would take a picture with Cinderella with this beautiful backdrop. And then there was Ariel. And so you would kind of go through the princesses with these beautiful backdrops. And then you would go get seated. And then while you were dining, the princesses would kind of meander around and talk with you and things like that. But it did get those nice, like picture perfect pictures.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of what you're saying. So if they did it like they used to do at Ariel's Grotto, that would be amazing because it is kind of awkward.
And here's the thing.
Tusker, oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Well, and here's the thing. And if we can chat about it, you know, and go, oh, we wish Disney would do this, like on different streams or, you know, just in personal one-on-one chats. When you get an opportunity, because I know I got a survey from Disney, you know, a little bit after we got back from our trip, you take advantage of those surveys. Sometimes they'll have people come up to you in the parks and say, hey, would you take a survey? And they'll always ask you for additional comments, even if it's not relative to what they're asking about. Say, hey, look, this is what I'd really like to see happen at a character meal. And if people keep saying, hey, we want this to happen, we want this to happen, we want this to happen, eventually Disney might take notice and say, hey, you know, we've gotten a lot of people saying that they would like to see us change the way we do our character photos. Maybe it's something that we need to do a test run on.
You know, it is true. And Disney really does listen. I know at Disney, at Disney Vacation Club, a lot of our policy changes or during this pandemic has actually come from ideas from members. So, you know, they do listen and it is pretty awesome. And there is a contact us on the Disney World website. Just throw in your ideas because even the Fast Pass system was created kind of from a cast member that put in some information about, hey, I think we could do this better. So, you know, just an in-park cast member. So they do listen.
Everybody needs to do that at the Universal. Tell them their food sucks.
Hey, now, I actually liked Universal's food better than Disney.
Okay.
Oh my God, you have no taste. Are you kidding me? The elementary school, like hamburger? No. Excuse me. What was that?
Well, I mean, with the exception of Harry Potter, the Wizarding World of Harry Potter has the best food. I mean, it's really great.
The Disney hamburger, it's like fresh. It's good. This one at Universal tasted like I was paying $3 for it at an elementary school. It was
Where did you eat?
Excuse me, only the refined 5-star Circus McGurkus.
Well, that's why. You should have eaten at Mel's Diner. It's really good.
Yeah, well,
it's really good.
We were kind of expecting for it. So, like at Disney, the food is kind of standardized. So if you eat a burger at this place, it's kind of the same thing as the burger over here. And it was not it. It was horrible.
Universal has bad food generally. But Taylor, have you been to the the dinosaur themed eatery that's near the new Jurassic Park in the Universal?
No, we only went for 4 days.
But the one in California, I mean.
In Universal?
Yeah.
No, I haven't been to that Universal.
Oh, okay. Well, they have a new eatery right near the redesigned Jurassic ride, which I still need to go on. And that food there is pretty good. They have a bunch of different options.
Oh, I'll have to try it.
Different palettes and whatnot. Yeah, and it had a huge line. Like people were really liking that when I went there. I don't remember the name of it now, but I've only been once.
Yeah, I was just very disappointed with our non-Harry Potter foods. We were like, you know what? We're just eating in Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
That's how I feel when I go there, except for Toothsome. Oh my gosh, I can't speak. Right outside the park, the chocolate factory, it's delicious.
Oh, yeah. I like the stuff in their like Disney Springs thing. That was cool. But the stuff in the parks, we were just not happy with. And it might be because, you know, I do have dietary restrictions, but I feel like in this circumstance, that might not be the case, but I don't know.
No, I don't think so, because I've had some stuff in Universal food. Like, meh.
Yeah. For the $14 or whatever.
I really don't go anywhere in Universal except Harry Potter. So I can't really speak to that.
Yeah.
Same generally.
So I think the last area we have to talk about is Pandora.
Wait. I want to talk about your last point you brought up before you had to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
You mentioned Tusker House. Yeah. You see mine, Lena? Happy she has to pee every 4 minutes.
Maybe that's something Christy needs to tell us.
Every time Christina calls me, I end up having to go pee while I'm on the phone with her.
She's like, I'm peeing right now. Excuse me. I'm like, okay.
Every single time. I think
that says how good of friends you are when you can go pee while you're talking to a friend on the
friends
phone.
that pee together. No.
Right.
So anyway, so going back to Tusker House. So is that a buffet? It's a buffet?
it is, yes.
Yeah. I've never actually eaten there before. I know that a lot of people always say that's like one of the better places to eat in Animal Kingdom. But I'm going to say something that's probably a little controversial and say I actually don't like Disney buffets at all.
Either.
Like I have been to a number of them. They're all kind of the same kind of quality of food. They're mediocre. They're kind of overrun with people. I don't think it's that fresh. And I don't really get the point of spending that much money on that type of meal when there's a lot of better options at Disney. So
Amen. Amen. I sort of like if you're into that all you can eat kind of thing, or all you care to enjoy. You know, I like how like Garden Grill does it or Whispering Canyon does it, where it's kind of made fresh for you and brought to your table. Yeah. And then you could order, oh, I really like those ribs. Could I have a few more ribs or whatever? And then they make it fresh and they bring it to you. I'm not really a buffet person in real life. And I don't like going to them at
But
Disney
like
either.
Chef Mickey's, Goofy's, it's one of those things where it's like, no. And then you're paying $60 for Tom to eat a hot dog. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Bruh.
Right. I mean, we did do Goofy's Kitchen, and the food was not great. You know, I would rather it be something else.
The only one
the character interaction was good.
The only one in California that's worth it is the one, in my opinion. I haven't been to the one in Paradise Pier, but the only one that was worth it was the one at the Grand Californian.
I've heard that.
They rethemed it, and that one is the only one that has like fresh quality food, which is why I would go to that buffet versus the others. But for the most part, they're just like mismanaged a little bit, and I don't really see the point. Like Disney has so many more better options.
Yeah, I've done After Cruise, 1900 Park Fair, Boma, Tusker House. I think there's one more, and I have not been impressed with any of them.
Well, back to my thing, or like Ohana, where it's brought to your table fresh.
That's on my list. I do not try Ohana. I have never tried that one. I've heard great things about it, so that is on my list. But the other
we've only had the breakfast.
Yeah, Taylor and I want to try like the dinner, but the breakfast was amazing. It doesn't generally come with bacon, but we had such a great young waiter, and Taylor asked so nicely for bacon. And I don't know where he went to get it, but he brought us a pizza platter about this high, just bacon.
I will say that. Awesome. I will say that about Disney. If there is something on the menu, typically that you know that they have at a nearby restaurant that's not on that particular restaurant, somehow these waiters make it happen, and they will bring it to your table, and that's really sweet. I do appreciate when they do that.
Don't some of them share kitchens?
Yes.
Some of them, yeah.
Like at Trails End and the Hoop-de-Doo. So at Hoop-de-Doo, you can ask for the mac and cheese, and they just go over and get it from Trails End.
I have never been to the Hoop-de-Doo review.
Me neither.
I just don't want to spend that much money on it. Like,
I'll tell you what, I did go with Death Star Diva, actually, and we had the best flipping time. She really wanted to do it, and I kind of thought in my own mind, but didn't say it out loud, like, this just looks so corny, and it's a lot of money.
I do it, but nobody ever wants to do it with me because it looks corny.
I will go with you because it was corny, but in the best way. It was fun. The food is brought to your table. It was good. It was really, really good. They have like the best cornbread ever. She made us shirts actually that said, "We want the cornbread," and you can ask for the secret menu mac and cheese. And it was really, really good, really, really fun. Totally, like we left thinking we need to do this again because it was just that good and that fun. So definitely recommend it.
Ooh, I love Revenge of the Mummy, Lena. Going back to Universal.
Yes. Oh, we went on that. That was good. I liked
my mom initially, I was just like, because she doesn't like roller coasters, so I was just like, oh, it's like Indiana Jones.
I hate roller coasters because I don't like being able to see where I am. and I rode Revenge of the Mummy over and over and over.
Wait,
and over
you don't like to be able to see where you are?
Yes, I
get that.
Going up, like I couldn't do Everest. I could see on either side of me, but
Okay, gotcha.
it's so dark in there that you can't tell what's going on, and so I'm okay with that. I can actually open my eyes and actually be aware of what's going on. Like going down Splash Mountain, I can't have my eyes open. I'm like,
rest in peace.
I'm gonna die going down going down. But I can handle Revenge of the Mummy. And Sam goes, I don't understand how you can ride Revenge of the Mummy and not ride Tower of Terror. I'm like, it's two different things.
You know, Revenge of the Mummy was Mummy. I have always kind of had a thing for Brendan Fraser, so I was willing to risk my life for Brendan Fraser, but it was really fun. It was good.
Did you take him his cup of coffee?
Yes.
If you take him his
coffee, rip that coffee all over. Coffee, tea, or me, Brendan?
I will say Revenge of the Mummy in California is not as good as the one in Florida, because the one in Florida has that like 90-degree drop that just happens out of nowhere that you aren't expecting, and that same drop is not in the California version. So I feel like we got gypped over here. Now, having been on both, I'm like, the one in Florida is just a lot cooler.
It was a cool ride.
It's a great ride, though. I like it. It's a little short, so I wouldn't wait more than 40 minutes for it, but it's a good ride.
So are we good to move on to Pandora?
I hate Pandora.
You're like, will y'all shut up and like focus over here?
I am probably the only person you'll ever meet.
We're taking a lip gloss break, peeps. We're taking a lip gloss break.
I'm gonna probably send you this. It's a plumping one, but I never use it, and it was $24, so I'll send it to you because you'll make use of it.
I need the plumping, and you know,
I have no upper lip. Look,
I don't either.
Like
I don't think I need something
non-existent.
I like mine because mine has a really defined.
She's got my mother's lips.
You have pretty lips.
Yeah, we all need to do a lip pucker at the camera. There's your screenshot, Christy.
All right, everyone. Somebody screenshot it. Everybody go up to the camera.
Okay.
Oh, here, 1 second. I'll do it.
Are we still doing this?
Yes. Okay, there we go. I got 3 of them.
Sorry, I gave up early.
I was having like a cramp. A lip cramp.
I was pushing the wrong button initially, and then I had to redo it.
So,
oh my goodness.
Taylor hates Pandora. I love Pandora. My 2 favorite snacks are in Pandora, which is the Night Blossom and the Pineapple Lumpia.
I've never been to Pandora.
No,
Lena.
I got.
Pandora at night is really pretty.
It is.
It is.
Just the rides are kind of lame.
I like it in daytime too, but at nighttime it actually makes a difference because all the biofluorescent, luminescent lights, whatever they call it.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's really pretty. Just, I feel like the one ride has no story. It's just like, ooh, pretty, and then you get off, and it's like, bruh. And then the other one, it's just like, it smells like you're in a middle school, like, boys' locker room. It's like...
Taylor, I actually know that middle school boys' locker room to other rides at Disney.
The sad thing is I actually know what a middle school boys' locker room smells like.
Yeah,
well, I kind of do too. I remember the smell, but
it probably smells like my son's bedroom.
I think that smell is the Florida
they just, like,
water
act everywhere.
Yes.
And it's like...
I agree with Christina. It is so pretty at night. I do like just walking through Pandora. It's really cool. Don't hate me, but I could take or leave Flight of Passage.
I like it.
I mean,
I don't care for it.
I know.
Not
Look at
my favorite, but I like
it. Kind of makes me not feel good in my tummy. And I get a little claustrophobic every time they lock you onto that like weird bicycle thing.
Like, you don't like that it's restrictive then. It's the most restrictive ride at Disney, but I kind of like that because it feels like you're immersed.
And then I saw somebody get stuck in it. Like they were actually locked in it. So I was like, oh my gosh. So I get a little like claustrophobic. But I mean, it's good. It was cool. It's just not my thing. So I've ridden it whenever I go to the parks with them. Yes, I go and ride it with them because they make me feel guilty.
I'm not doing any of that anymore. It's like, no.
But I like it. It's amazing. I think it's like awesome Disney technology. It's just not my thing. So, but I do love walking through Pandora, especially at night, drinking a night blossom and extra boba balls, please. Mm-hmm. And then I actually like the river ride. It's kind of lame, but I mean, easy and it's air conditioned, but it's really
got
cool.
Like a 45-minute wait.
It's like a cool vibe in there. I dig it. So
I do like the vibe. I will not ride it unless I have a fast pass though, or if the wait is 30 minutes or less.
Yeah, right. I'm with both Kelley and Taylor on that, in that I like that ride, but it's cool when you're in there, and then when you see the main lady, you're like, oh my God, this is amazing. And then 1 second later, the ride is over, and you're like, where did my time go?
Right.
Yeah, I waited 45 minutes to see a cool lady and some plants. Excuse me, what?
Yeah. I kind of feel like they ran out of time. They ran out of time, and they're like, we have a great idea, and then they're like, we ran out of space to build this, so we're just going to end it right here.
And right after, yes, exactly, because after you see the lady, it's just all of a sudden over. Yeah. So, like, there's this whole build-up going through it. You see her with her arms, and it's awesome.
We're going to get a story.
But there is no story. I mean, you don't really get the story through it, and then it's just over. So it's like, okay.
It's very rushed and anticlimactic, but it's beautiful leading up to that moment.
Yeah. Nope. I'm not gonna say what I'm thinking. I'm gonna leave it.
That hasn't stopped you all night.
Don't leave us hanging, Disney. Anti-climax. Not fair.
They did call it a dark ride.
Oh my God. Oh, he's having a blast.
Him saying this is funny too.
So
I love him.
Look at Taylor.
Having some fun with my small lips over here.
You're welcome.
But yeah, Birdwell said that Flight of Passage needs a single rider line.
Yes.
I think she's right about that. I didn't realize there wasn't one until she said that. But yeah, that ride definitely needs a single rider line because it is a very long wait for what it is. I actually did like Flight of Passage, but I can see if you are the type of person that doesn't like to be constricted and your motion sickness like prone or whatever, like that ride is very much going to get you out of your element because they do kind of make you feel like you're riding through the whole world of Pandora, and it's not for everyone. Like it's right in your face. You can't escape it.
It is really cool. I mean, it is really cool. When the whale thing comes out and they spray you with water and you can feel your, whatever that thing is, you're riding, breathing. And I mean, it's super cool. Everybody else is going, yay, whoa, wow. I'm going,
Oh no.
So, but it is, I mean, the land, you got to give it to Disney. I mean, it was their answer to Harry Potter World. They missed out. They wouldn't play nice with J.K. Rowling. And, it was their answer and they did a great job. I mean, it is visually
But is it worth the billions of dollars they spent on that land?
It was, I mean, for a movie that most 99% of the population has not seen. I mean, honestly.
Or doesn't care about, like, oh, it was a cool movie. It's long as heck. But like, who asked for that? Whoever asked for that ride and like land, we got beef because there are like so many other things they could have done. Like, yeah, it's cool.
That were
Like a
actually
ball.
Disney. Like,
there
is
I
enough
like
Disney.
that ride. I like that movie actually, but a lot of people
It's a good
complain
movie.
is that it's so long that they don't remember all the elements.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's just kind of an old
It's a
movie.
cool
You know,
thing,
but it
but,
is
like-
a great movie. It is a great movie.
But to
you
be
know,
fair, when they
under
built,
20,
yeah, but when
They
they
have
built the land, they were expecting the other movies to have premiered by now, and James Cameron just kept on delaying it, so we don't even have the second one yet. Who knows?
Yeah. But it is visually stunning. I mean, and it just like you feel like you want to
And a
meander.
lot like Pocahontas.
Yes. It's
Very
but
similar
it's
plot.
beautiful.
Mars says they need more of the blue people in the land.
Yeah,
They do. Yeah, there aren't enough blue people. That's a very true point too.
there's just the one.
What's a blue people?
That's what
The avatars, like
Yeah.
when they-
There we
they
go.
went to that body
Prime
form.
example of what I'm talking about.
It's
Nobody.
the native people of that land.
Yeah.
I've never seen the movie.
Oh, okay. So
I didn't see the appeal.
I didn't see the movie until after our first trip there. And then I saw the movie. I was like, I need to see this movie. This land is so beautiful. And then I saw the movie.
It's a
So.
great movie. It's
It
a
is.
beautiful land. I just, they need to come out with a second movie to make it relevant.
well, the last time I heard it was supposed to be coming out in 2023 or 24, I think. So we'll see.
Yeah,
But
it's
kind of
definitely
ridiculous taking this long, though.
it's really cool during the day, but I encourage anyone that's gonna go and be
At night.
like you only have a certain amount of time, go at night because it's really beautiful at night.
Go at night and then play the drums because I didn't realize the first time I went that you could play the drums. It's actually really interactive and cool.
Yeah.
And it glows.
Yeah, those blue
Somebody
look cool.
said that in Pandora there's expansion paths so where they could put in another attraction. Do you think that they will do that after the second movie based on its popularity if it
I
ever
hope
comes
so.
I
out?
hope not.
Probably.
I think they should. I think they should.
I hope that they do, but I think they need something between a dark ride and the simulation ride. They need something different, like a roller coaster or something different. Not a
They're
duplicate.
probably going to go with the Flight of the Hippogriff type of ride. That's my guess. But Taylor, weren't you just saying that they needed something else in that land, and now you're saying, I hope not?
Hey, in Animal Kingdom, yeah, I just would rather them put something somewhere else that's like a cooler, like a Lion King ride or something like that people enjoy, like a Disney.
I would love to see like in Animal Kingdom something Brother Bear themed, something Lion.
Oh my gosh, I love Brother Bear.
Utopia. But I mean, they
I think
really.
Zootopia is probably a better choice because it's more popular.
Yeah, sure.
Or Black Panther.
But I think over in Disneyland, their Cali River Rapids, their Grizzly River Rapids, I have always sort of secretly
Grizzly
hoped
River
they
Run.
would make it Brother Bear. Grizzly River Ride. Run. So I'm just always fearing for my life on that and hoping not to get wet. But it's a fun, it's so fun. But I kind of would like to see maybe it be Disney themed. So,
Yeah. I actually haven't been on that in like 5 years since my daughter was born. But,
yeah, I get that.
but I would love to go on it again. I actually really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
She
it's
never
so
goes.
fun. I've gone on
Never.
it. I've gone on it several times.
Not with me.
I even have a video. Yeah, I did when you were little.
Okay, I am 21.
But I just went with Matthew and
I'm always
Jalen and
like-
Dylan.
Oh, so it's different with the boys. I see. But we're always like, hey, come on with us. And she's like, I'll watch you.
My husband hates me because we would always go on that like the day of our flight back from
And you'd be
Orlando.
You're soaking
So
wet.
we would be soaking wet, and he's like, I will kill you for making me go on this ride, and then I'm all damp, and then we have to go on a plane, and I'm just like, it's fun.
Have you seen they have those like body dryers? It's like a little thing you go in and they dry you.
Stay in there. It smells like fish.
Taylor's
It's so bad. My friend was making jokes about his ex-girlfriend. I was like, no, thank you. It was so bad. I stepped out. I was like, I'm done.
Really?
$5.
I vow that the next time I go, we will wear ponchos and also bring a towel.
Yes.
And a change of shoes and a change of clothes.
Ponchos are our friend. Yes.
But
I have not been on it. I don't like water rides and theme parks, but if someone decides to convince me to go on it, I'll have to take an extra outfit because I will not walk around.
Yeah, to Universal, if you guys have gone on the water rides, it's like you jumped in the pool. But me and my friend RJ were smart, and we brought swimsuits, just like modest swimsuits. And that was perfect. Switch into them and then switch back out when you're done. Stick it in a bag.
That is really good. A lot of people seem to do that at Universal.
Well, Universal is also different because they wet you on every ride. Like every single attraction, they're splashing you, and you're like, "Why am I getting wet? What the heck?"
Exactly. We saw way too much butt crack in Universal. We were like, "Excuse me, put on a shirt." First off, you're like 55, hairy, and I can see half your butt.
Y'all, this has been great. Thank you so much, Christy, for inviting me to jump on with you. But I'm going to have to call it an evening now. So, Emotep tired.
Okay. Say what's coming up on your channel before you go, and then we'll.
I am attempting to start having a video up daily. So we shall see how that goes. And tomorrow night I will be on Life with Roxana at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then apparently I'm going to be on Shep Fam with Christy and Kelley and Taylor. So that's new. That one's new as of tonight. So just, and there's a Splash Into Summer Loop giveaway that's going on that was created by Life with Roxana that I am part of. And so make sure to check out that video and all the other channels. I know Christy's a part of it. I think Kelley's a part of it. Am I right? No? Okay.
Oh, I need to enter it. I better get on that.
So definitely make sure to check out that video. And again, thank you so much for having me.
Your hair looks so pretty tonight, Lena. I forgot to tell you. I love
it. It's actually my natural hair color. Just ignore the gray. I found that after I got my hair cut, I can see the grays a lot more.
So pretty.
I've actually been wearing it down a lot more. So
I love it.
It does look pretty.
Very sassy. I like it.
It fits my personality. It's that Irish girl.
Gotta love it.
Thanks so much, y'all.
Good night. Thanks, Lena. Have a good night.
Cynthia's comment is crack kills.
Hairy crack is the worst, apparently.
Huge, old, hairy.
I don't think I really want to know more about your experience with those cracks.
No, I don't either. So I have a question for every one of you, and it's Walt Disney World, any of the resorts, springs, or parks, whichever. Your number one favorite table service restaurant, signature restaurant, and quick service. And the reason I'm asking is
for your upcoming trip.
Yes.
Give you recommendations.
I've got all the stories. You guys go first.
How about the foodie go first, Christina?
Favorite signature restaurant is Le Cellier because it's really good steak and I love it.
I will be right back.
Okay. She was like, I don't agree with that one. No. But yeah, Le Cellier is my favorite signature. The only other signature I've been to though is Gico. So, and I know you've been to Gico already, and I think we both kind of had the same experience where we thought it was good, but not like amazing.
I really liked Chico. It was our first night. It was Boma that I wasn't impressed with.
Okay.
But I really liked Chico and California Grill. I did not. Ooh, I just broke my whole pie. I did not like the food at CinderAliLovesDisney's Royal Table. Yeah, but the experience was nice. So, and those are the only 3 signatures I've done.
When did you go? Did you go for dinner, for lunch, or for?
I went for dinner twice. Okay, CinderAliLovesDisney's Royal Table in 20. I don't know if it was 2017 or 20. It was 2017 and 2018.
Yeah. So I would say I hear that noise again.
I swear it's like the loudest air conditioner ever.
I'll mute her while she's gone. There we go.
Okay. But yeah, I would say Le Cellier is my favorite signature. But I don't really have that many experiences going to all the signature restaurants that Disney has to offer because I'm kind of with Kelley in that I'm like, I don't want to spend time at, just like she doesn't want to spend time at a show and waste a lot of time. I don't want to spend time at a meal unless I know that I'm really going to like what's on the menu. And a lot of the signature restaurants just don't, besides being fancy and having a lot of like cool looking food, they don't really seem like they're things I would want to eat while I'm at Disney. But and anyway, what your other question was quick
service and quick service.
I actually really like Yorkshire. You're not gonna like this, but Yorkshire Fish County, the fish and chips place at the UK Pavilion. That place that you can just get them quick to go. They're like $8, $9. They are delicious every time. They're a fun snack, and that is probably my favorite quick service. At Magic Kingdom, my favorite quick service is Columbia Harbor House because they have the best variety of food, and it's the best food in that park, in my opinion, that also is affordable and not super expensive, like Be Our Guest or something like that. And those are my choices.
Table service.
Oh, table service too. Chico. not Chico. Sorry, I was gonna say Yak and Yeti at Animal Kingdom.
Okay. I've been there.
At Epcot. Italy. What's the Italy place, Kelley? What's it called?
Via Napoli?
Via Napoli, yeah. That one is whatever. Via Napoli.
I like how you said it much better, Christina.
But yeah, so that Italian place is really good. But I know that you're not really into pasta and bread pesto. What else? So that's Epcot. That's Animal Kingdom. Magic Kingdom, I don't really like the food there besides quick service, Columbia Harbor House. So I kind of say skip. And Be Our Guest is overrated, but that's just my opinion. What else?
Well, they're signature now for dinner.
Yeah, whatever. I really don't think that's worth it at all. Hollywood Studios, the best place to eat there is Mama Melrose or the Sci-Fi Theater, and both of those are just okay.
Yeah,
I love sci-fi. I do.
I like the theming of sci-fi and the experience of sci-fi. The food there is just, it's okay. But I do like the ambiance. The ambiance is cool there.
I'm obsessed with chicken nuggets and French fries. So, like, what more could I ask for? Like.
Yeah.
And Disney chicken strips are really good.
They're the best,
really
and I really like honey mustard. I have 2 honey mustard.
Oh yes, honey mustard is the best.
My parents had like this going, I used to go, I grew up in Miami, so I would go to Disney World like every other weekend or something like that, growing up for the longest time. And every time I went, I would stop and Cosmic Rays or whatever, and I would get the honey mustard packets to go, put them in my bag and take them home.
I love that.
Put them in the fridge so that when I would have chicken tenders at home, I could bring a little bit of Disney with me at home. And my parents would be like, "Oh, you still have some honey mustard in the fridge, Christina?" And it's a going thing. Like, I love the honey mustard and the chicken tenders at Disney. There's nothing like it.
They're so good. They really are. Now, as a cast member, we can buy those chicken nuggets or chicken strips and nuggets at the Cast Connections. And so my husband got a deep fryer for that sole purpose only to make the Disney kitchen.
Make it?
Yes. It's amazing. And it's like $10 for a 5-pound bag.
Wait. So can I bring like a freezer bag and then you get it in and then I can take it home with me?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my goodness. I have to think about this. I love it.
So good. So good. Taylor, why don't you go? Because you
I like the barbecue place in Animal Kingdom for a quick service.
It's pretty good, yeah. But you have to be in the mood for barbecue.
I do like flame-free barbecue.
I love flame-free barbecue.
Yeah, that's what. I also really liked the quick service in Pandora. I liked the noodle shrimp bowl that I got. That was really good.
So I had the pods there, and I wasn't impressed. So I do need to try something besides the pods, the burger pods.
Oh yeah. I got
the burger pods are terrible.
They're gross.
Yeah,
they're not good.
Why does everyone hype them up?
Because they had a lot of blitz, but the burger pods I equate to like fake dim sum, and they weren't that great.
Yeah,
and it was like a meatball patty too inside of the pod.
It was too. Yeah, it was not enough burger, too potty.
Too potty.
I liked what was it? Whispering Canyon, because I got unlimited French fries.
And some sort of sausage or something you like there too.
Yeah. And I don't know. I really liked Beer Garden, but I also took the pretzels and shoved them in my backpack in a baggie and was eating that schnitzel and sausage all day, which schnitzel, sausage, pretzels, that's amazing.
I agree. I have very childish really good food.
I like vegetables, but other than like chicken nuggets and stuff, I have a very childish palate. I'm very, very picky, so I really liked that. And I liked, for the atmosphere, I really liked Be Our Guest. The food was okay. It wasn't anything. It was not it. Is it worth the money? No, but if you've got someone who's like obsessed with princesses, then I think it's worth it.
It's one of those like check the box items.
I wouldn't pay for like my brother or my dad to eat there.
Taylor and I went
there, and it's a waste of money.
Yeah, I've gone to Be Our Guest.
Even my sister, she doesn't care for princesses. Like, don't take her.
Yeah, I've been to Be Our Guest for every type of meal, and I would say that probably lunch is the best in terms
for your
of
money. Yeah,
for your money, exactly. But the food is just not that great. So, I mean, it's more to go for the experience of being inside the castle and taking pictures. But other than that, it's not that great of food. So don't go there hungry, basically.
No, I agree. Taylor, you really like, and we really like Brown Derby over in Hollywood Studios.
Oh, that is my favorite, actually. That is my favorite.
And that's a signature. I forgot about that. I actually have gone to Brown Derby, and I really liked it. That's a signature.
The vegan steak tastes like sirloin steak. What is it called?
It's like a chopped steak. It is the right taste. It is the right texture. I think they're doing
gravy.
Oh, the gravy is so good. I mean, and those rolls they give you.
And the mashed potatoes.
The Cobb salad is to die for.
Yeah, they're famous for that Cobb salad, actually.
It's so good.
Taylor and things.
Taylor and I usually each get an entree, but we split a side Cobb salad, and they'll split it and bring it to us, and it's so good. It's so good. So that is probably my
to take me there.
I would say
like, thank you.
I would say on top of that recommendation of Kelley to go there, Christy, they have the Hollywood Brown Derby in Hollywood Studios also has like a lounge that you can also eat in. So it's more of like a quick service type. It's not as like sit downy as the main restaurant component. And I've never done it, but I can say that there are so many positive reviews of people saying the lounge experience is worth it that you could also just cross it off that way.
Yeah,
I have heard if you get the
chicken is just meh. Like,
right, there's some things that we got some sort of pork chop too, and that was okay. But I'm telling you that Impossible steak that you got was really, really good. The burger is fantastic. It's ginormous. I forget what I got, but it was so good. The Cobb salad's to die for, and I love those rolls. So it's really good. And I've heard that if you go to the lounge, like Christina said, they do have a menu that you get out there, or you can ask for the menu that they're serving inside. So you can do either.
And they also have a famous dessert that they're known for. I forget what it is, but
is it the mud pie? Like,
no.
I know somebody got that when we went. So
I'll look it up. Hold on.
Okay.
So Kelley, your favorites?
I do love the brown derby. I haven't done a whole lot of signature dining. We did Be Our Guest. We all talked about that. I do love the brown derby. I am obsessed with the sci-fi. Every time Taylor and I go to Hollywood Studios, we either eat at the brown derby or Sci-Fi Theater. Everybody loves 50s primetime. It's cute to me. The interaction is fun. The food, it fight me when they say it's the best Disney chicken ever, because it's not.
They have the best chicken pot pie. Have you
chicken
tried
pot pie is amazing.
Their chicken pot pie is so good there, and I think it's. I forgot. I always forget about the brown derby. What's it called? 50 time 50 cafe, whatever. But they will, if you put your elbows on the table, they will have like these old waitresses come by and be like, "Get your elbows off the table! Did your mom not teach you manners?" And it's just so funny. Like, I love that.
It would be great for Christy, for your group to go, because it's super fun. Like, we went with, I went with my sons and my grandson, and my sons don't normally like vegetables. And so they were going to order dessert, but they hadn't eaten their vegetables. They had given them to me. And the waiter was like, "Oh, no, you didn't eat your vegetables. You don't get dessert." And it was just, the interaction is fun every single time. The food is like, mom or grandma made it, like there's meatloaf, fried chicken, and it was all really good, but that pot pie was to die for. And they do have this famous like peanut butter and jelly milkshake.
Their milkshakes and their pot pie. So it depends on what you order there. It's one of those experiences that like, it's very much about what you order. I agree. The fried chicken there is just okay, but their pot pie is unbelievably delicious. Their milkshakes are freaking awesome and nice and thick. There is nothing better than a thick milkshake. And they have ice cream sundaes there. I mean, you can't go wrong. I mean, I like all that.
The waiter told me, and I don't know if this is true, but it's like hand scooped ice cream that they didn't really do. It's not like out of a machine or whatever. So
what's nice is I went there with my husband when we were, I think we were engaged. We weren't married yet. And it was our anniversary or something. And the waiter went out and got us a card and brought back this happy anniversary card. It was really sweet. So they had a nice touch, and it signed Love Mom or something like that. Like it was signed Love Mom. And I thought that was such a great touch. So yeah, that's a nice restaurant. I've got good memories there.
Really, so really good.
The name of the dessert that Hollywood Brown Derby is known for is the grapefruit cake.
Grapefruit cake. I've heard of that, yeah.
It's a vanilla sponge cake with grapefruit syrup, grapefruit cheesecake, and a grapefruit jam. It's their original, and that is the one that people will talk about forever. So you have to try that.
Cake. Okay, awesome. I will say the best food I've had, hands down, was Chef Art Smith's homecoming with my girl Cynthia, Candy Mom 15. I mean, you talk about climatic. That baked macaroni and cheese. What? Now, we went for lunch, and it normally comes with their house-made chips. But I had heard about this mac and cheese, so I just said to the waiter, "Hey, can I sub out the chips for the mac and cheese?" It was like there was no talking. There was just moaning at the table. Right, Cynthia? It was to die for. And the fried chicken is like not frozen and then fried. It's like you can tell it's battered and dipped right there.
You're making me want to go there more as you describe this, because homecoming was actually top of my list. And last time I was there was a long wait, and I just didn't have that much time to spend because I only had one day. So I couldn't wait around, but that is on my list to go to homecoming, and it looks so delicious.
It was amazing. It's in Disney Springs. And the desserts, we each got a dessert, and then we kind of shared. The hummingbird cake it was amazing.
Is it table service or signature?
It is table service. And they don't worry. I mean, other than maybe when you were there, Christina, but they only take 30% of reservations of their daily capacity. 70% they leave for walk-ups. So
yeah, no, they when I went there, they had like a 45-minute wait, I think, which wasn't that bad if I had more time to kill.
Yeah.
I just had a very narrow window of things I needed to do. So I was like, no, forget it. And I ended up eating at the Chef Morimoto quick service thing.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because it's notoriously you can't get reservations because they only do 30%. So 70% is walk-ins. Candy Bomb mentioned she got, I think, the best dessert. It was chocolate pecan pie. And it came with this like wonderful vanilla bean scooped ice cream that they make on property. So good. They also do their own.
Send me the recipe. That sounds amazing. I love that.
Chocolate pecan pie, and then they also do these like donuts, like homemade. Like I remember my daddy making.
You're making me hungry.
Like, so good. So it was just to die for. I mean, that is by far, if you just want to eat the best food you've ever had in your mouth, go to Chef Art Smith's Homecoming.
So on that note, Christy, at Le Cellier, they're really good for their poutine and their cheddar cheese soup and their bread bowl, which has pretzel bread, the best pretzel bread ever, and their steak. I prefer the ribeye or the prime rib.
Le Cellier, I mean, I haven't been. I've only eaten the like at the Food and Wine when you could get the little bit of steak, and it was like so good.
Yeah,
and that cheese soup, that beer cheese soup with the pretzel. Oh, I was stealing Taylor's fries, dipping it in that cheese.
Yeah, okay. Listen to this. I can eat one thing out of the entire thing, and it's just plain fries. And they're over there eating everything, and then they have the audacity to start stealing my fries.
But they're so good in that beer cheese soup. I had
Okay.
Yeah, they're really good.
Based off of your recommendations, my own recommendations to my sister, and then her response, because she responded to me like 10 minutes ago with some of the, because I gave her a long list. It's right here. Here's what we think we're going to do. Le Cellier, Enzo's, G-Co, California Grill, Tiffin's, The Edison, Beaches and Cream, Yachtsman, Hollywood Brown Derby, Toledo, Tappan Edo, however you say that.
Morimoto. That's great. Tapanito is really good for Japanese, but I forgot about that. Sorry.
Morimoto and Homecoming.
Really good. And I have actually been to the Edison. I would definitely suggest going like 8 o'clock if you can. Ask to sit downstairs by the stage because there's a fantastic jazz band. They go around and they have these, like, the little green fairy goes around and gives you these French little drinks out of like elixir potion bottles. So good. But then they remove some of the tables and there's actually a dance floor. So you can kind of watch all the action. But it's amazing. I went with Death Star Diva again.
Yeah, I did see that after 10 o'clock is specific attire and a cover charge. So I figured we would have to go before 10 o'clock.
That's what we did. We just kind of went like 8:30, 9 o'clock. I can't remember. And then just kind of drug it out, ate really slow. And then we didn't have to pay the cover. And we were right there by the jazz band and the dance floor. So
I would say since you're going with your sister, you guys should also make time to go to the Disney Swan and Dolphin Hotel and do karaoke at Kabuki's. It's in a.
How have I not done karaoke? What?
You have not done it? Oh my goodness!
No.
Because you go by yourself.
There is only two places in Disney that do karaoke. They have live karaoke at Disney Springs on Friday nights at 7 o'clock or 7:30, something like that. Outside of the the Planet Hollywood, but that's public. Or you can just go to Kabuki, which is a small little sushi restaurant that nobody cares. You can sing your heart's content and really like get into music. And I think it's such a fun setting. I've done many trips going there, and there's no Disney trip without it. So you should do that with your sister.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I do plan to go to Trader Sam's. If she wants to go there.
Oh yeah!
Tiki mug.
Yes.
I have a couple of mugs from there. Last time we were there, Kelley, I only got 2 drinks and it cost me like $100 for this.
I know. I was all about getting the tiki mug and then I saw the price and I was like, no, thank you. I'll have water. Thanks.
Well, I was already going to say, based on your list, Christy, those are all like expensive restaurants. You're going to be spending a lot.
Well, we're doing the Dining Plus plan. So with the Standard Plus is what it's called, and what that is you get 2 table service per day and 2 snack credits. So instead of the deluxe, which is 3 table service, this one's like a step down from that, and it's 2 table service.
What is
I
that?
don't think I could eat that much.
Per day?
Do what?
What's the price? Like 120, 150?
I think it's 145 per day.
150. Yeah.
So, the only problem I'm going to have with that is you have to pay those tips.
Send me a snack.
Yes.
You'll have some left over.
We usually do.
Go get all those Rice Krispies.
2018 is the only time I didn't have leftover snacks.
The whole weird thing with this pandemic is Taylor and I went to like Goofy's Candy Company at Disney Springs last week. No Rice Krispie treats, other than the fresh ones that you can get from the thing. But we wanted some we could ship. Like I was going to get some for Candy Mom, but they didn't have any of the like packaged ones.
I actually prefer.
Really didn't have like.
I prefer the fresh ones if I'm going to eat it, but you know it's hard to mail those. So.
Yeah.
And the fresh ones have dairy.
Yeah, but the packaged ones don't. So Taylor can have them.
I was going to say that kind of makes sense because they need Selma's to like ship them the crispy treat packages, and with all this pandemic stuff, they might have just been delayed because that's where they get those packages from.
Mm-hmm. So true.
I actually had one at my grocery store. They brought in a couple of treats around Easter time, and it was the exact same texture and taste as the ones from Disney. And my daughter like ate the whole thing in 2 seconds. I wish I had gotten more.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Okay, well, it's 9. It's almost 9:30. Kelley's got a 10:30 your time. Kelley's got a show at 11. So let's go around and say what we've got going on, and then in the stream so that Kelley's can have a chance to rest.
So I can go get an empty bladder. So so Taylor and I'll be on Dole Whip Dad's Disney Pins Live tonight, 11 o'clock every Friday night after Spillin the Disney Tea. So that'll be fun.
Making dinner on that.
Well, hurry up, go eat. And then tomorrow night I'm on Adventures of Gonzo. We do YouTubers Unite, and it's always fun and irreverent and amazing. And Taco Tuesdays, where we talk pins and play games on Gonzo's channel. I really need to do some stuff on my channel, but I've been working like 12-hour, 13-hour days at my job. So
you work for DVC, right?
DVC, and members needed to call us to book their park reservations, and so we had to learn a whole new operating system, and it's been crazy, and people have been having trouble getting through. And so please be patient with your Disney Vacation Club member services advisors. We're there to help you, but please don't yell at us.
Wednesday, which was the 24th, I had to call and get my room-only reservations changed into a package so that I could reserve my parks. And it's probably took 40 phone calls before I got through. But the person I got through to was so nice, so helpful, and took my dry sarcasm like a breeze and laughed at things. Probably cursed me later, but she was great.
So great. Taylor's making dinner, I think. So anyway, but thank you, Christy. This was amazing. What a fun stream. Spillin Disney Teas on my channel next week. And so anybody that would like to be on, let me know. July 3rd at 8 p.m.
So, Christina, what do you have coming up?
Oh, not much.
On the spot.
I have probably tomorrow I'm going to do part 2 of my first day of my January Walt Disney World trip. I did part 1 earlier this week on Monday, and I have the second part that will come out tomorrow. And then the second day of my 2-day solo trip will be next week. So it'll be a lot of Disney World content. That's what I have planned. I also have a swap coming up next week, so stay tuned for that. And I have a haul another haul of apparel related items, and then some other hauls. So I have a lot of hauls to share, but that's no different than usual if you watch my channel, because I like to do hauls. But yeah,
I love to watch your hauls. I'm equally happy for you and super jealous usually. So
thanks, Kelley.
Taylor, the coloring of your, like, the lighting in your room.
Yes, the lighting in my kitchen. I know y'all envy me. It's okay.
it's pink.
It is
like, she's glowing.
It's almost like a retro pink. I like it.
Yeah, it looks horrible.
It looks like a Barbie house, Taylor. Kind of pink.
I like it. I think it looks retro. It's kind of cool. All right, Taylor, what do you have coming up?
I have nothing as usual. I've got to do a haul video at some point. I did organize all the stuff, but yeah.
Yeah, she's
I don't do streams, to be honest.
Yeah.
I'm not really one for like editing and getting ready.
The editing is a chore. So
I have a couple of collabs, a lot of hauls, some park vlogs they're from 2018, so they're kind of old.
good.
But they'll be coming out, and then I have a stack right here that I have not videoed yet of all stuff.
Love it. Can't wait to watch. Well, thank you so much, everybody. This was super fun. I got to go because I got to pee. So
bye, everybody.
Love you. Thanks, Christina, for coming on. That was so fun.
Sure, why not?
Thank you.